Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Master here today with the BBL Season 6 Week 6 Team Builder and Battle against Mario B, Coach of the Roll Street Rillaboos. So before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. So I've faced Mario B once before back in GDL and I didn't upload it. I got very salty. He didn't have his transactions update on the site. So when I went into the battle, he had like 2 mons that I just didn't know he had. So, I got very salty. Nothing against him. I was just very mad at the situation. I got very mad during the battle. So obviously, I didn't want to upload a video like that. So, luckily, nothing like that happened in this battle. So this is getting uploaded. It's getting uploaded super late because I've been lazy and I've been watching The Office all day. So, yeah. So let's get straight into the team builder. So his team consists of Starmie, Kartana, Garchomp, Ho-Oh, Porygon Z, Toxtricity, Hitmontop, Lantern, Umbreon, Cofagrigus, and Shuckle. So, as you can see, I have the Wincon right at the start here. Lumberry, Rayquaza, Dragon Dance, Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, Dragon Descent. Max attack, 220 speed, Jolly, 36 HP. If I can get set up to +1 and his Garchomp isn't Scarf, and like mons like Umbreon and Cofagrigus and Lantern are weakened, I honestly just win. Because those mons don't even need to be chipped a lot, they just need to be chipped in range of a +1 Dragon Ascent. So this mon can just win by itself. I can set up all over Ho-Oh because with my Lumberry, as long as he doesn't burn me with Sacred, he can't burn me with Sacred Fire, and I can just Rock Slide him. Or if Cofagrigus tries to, I don't know, like Will-O-Wisp me, I don't get the burn. I don't get burned, so yeah, so this mon can just win by itself. Next up, I just have Life Orb, Offensive, Nidoqueen, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Focus Blast, Sludge Wave. Just 2 shots or 1 shot a majority of his team, so this one can just put in the absolute finest of work while breaking his team down for the Rayquaza Wincon. Next up, I have Heavy Duty Boot, Cinderace, Powerball, U-Turn, High Jump Kick, Super Fang, almost max speed Jolly, 252 attack with 28 in HP. Powerball, U-Turn, High Jump Kick, Super Fang is very hard for him to switch into. His best switch in is Cofagrigus, and I can always Super Fang the Lantern. Like, this one gets pretty much hard-walled by Cofagrigus, but I can always U-turn out to my Porygon 2, which, as you'll see later, kind of just destroys his Cofagrigus. Physically defensive, Rotom Wash is my Ho-Oh check. Just full switch, Hydro Pump, Toxic, Pain Split. Max physically defensive just to take those hits as well as possible. Also, being like just like a soft check to Garchomp. This one, can just Volt Switch around, Hydro Pump. Volt Switch is pretty free because you don't want to switch a Garchomp in on this one because I could potentially Will-O-Wisp you, and Hydro just hits a Garchomp super hard. Then I have a Sub-Toxic, Recover, Tri-Attack, Porygon 2. I can set up on the Cofagrigus, get a sub up, just Toxic. So like if I try to get it on the Umbreon, if I Toxic it, it does go through sub with his Synchronoise, so I need to get him Toxic with the Rotom Wash or it to be dead for this to really work. He has a lot of trouble dealing with this because he has 2 normal switch-ins, one being Kartana, which isn't really a switch-in, and then Cofagrigus, which doesn't want to be sub-toxic. Because the only way of hitting me is with Body Press. But, that's just, he might not want to stay predicting like a Shadow Ball, so. And then finally, Spadef, Registeel, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Toxic, Seismitoss. Just I pivot into Toxtricity, I pivot into Cofagrigus and Starmie. I can set up Stealth Rocks, I can Toxic a lot on this team and just, hit on super hard with that Seismic Toss, so it's hard for them to, try to get healthy as I'm doing 50 HP points to them every time. So thank you all for watching the team builder, and I'll see you all in the battle. And we are here with the battle. So let's hope this is a good one. Do I have my caption? I do, so. Okay, so this is pretty much what I expected. No Lantern, has Starmie. And then has no Toxtricity, has Cofagrigus. I'm entirely fine with that. So I'm just gonna write these down. Cofagrigus, Garchomp, Kartana, Umbreon, Ho-Oh, and Starmie. Actually, he doesn't have Porygon Z. He has Umbreon. I think I'm just going to lead my Registeel and try to get a Brox. Actually, Rotom's a better lead, because nothing appreciates Rotom besides Kartana. But I have a whole Registeel just for that. So I've told him good luck, have fun. He told me to have good luck, have fun. So let's make sure this is a good one. So Mario B's a really cool dude. He's really grown a lot over this past year from somebody I knew of but didn't really, know a lot about. Someone that's been in a lot of big leagues. He just recently got into BBR as a replacement coach, so let's make sure this is a good one. He's a cool dude. So I'm gonna get my calculator open. Shark, that is Garchomp. That is fine by me. I'm glad I changed my lead. So there's not much he can do to me. So I'm just going to... I kind of just want to Toxic. Toxic's pretty free here. So he's going to hard switch out. There's no way he would go Kartana. Goes Hoops. That is Umbreon. So that's unfortunate that I'm going to Toxic myself. But getting that off early on is super... just getting that off on him early is super useful. So he's Toxic, so he's going to go down to 94%. And I'm just going to Volt Switch out. So here, I believe I'm just going to go Nidoqueen. I feel like I have no reason not to. I kind of just get to get a lot of damage off on something. And if you see me on my phone, it's just I'm texting my mom back. So I'm going to Volt Switch out, let's see how much this does. I did like 15%. So I'm just going to go into Nidoqueen. And he could Swish, that's totally fine by me. So he's going to go from like, that's probably like 90, 85% to like 70. I'm just going to Earth Power here. So this one just kind of claims skill, but he does have a Wish Up in the air, so he could go into Kothagrigus, just not take anything. This one doesn't. This Umbreon doesn't appreciate Earth Powers, and he's max Pedef takes 29 to 35. He'll get his Wish back, but he'll just rack up toxic damage. It's like he has two switchings into this Kothagrigus and Ho-Oh, but Ho-Oh I have a pivot into Rotom. He goes out into Starmie. That is the Starmie. That makes sense. So you're gonna take quite a bit still. Almost dead. But you're gonna go back to like 70. But you offensively pressure me a lot here. So I'm gonna go into Registeel. Like you can hit me with like a Life Orb Surf or whatever move you wanna go for. But at the end of the day, it's just, I'm gonna chew. I could go into Rotom, but I want to keep that thing healthy for that Ho-Oh later on. That launches a big threat on its own. And he's gonna click Surf. Let's see how much this does. 187 to 135. So I did 52. So that looks like it's just analytic boosted. So I'm gonna get my Stealth Rocks up. Click Split Turn. That's totally fine. You could go into Ho-Oh, but as I've said, I have a Rotom Wash that can eat any hit from it. And I'm already Toxic, so I'm not too worried. So you do go into Ho-Oh, and that's a pretty nice shiny Ho-Oh. So I'm just gonna go into my Rotom Wash. I can eat any hit from this one. Let me just look at like offensive. Yeah, you don't do anything. So I'm gonna go into Road Wash here, as I've said multiple times. It's designated here. It's really just here for this, and I get a pretty free Hydro Pump. So let's see what he goes for. Does he have like? Okay, so he goes for the Defog. So that's very nice to know that he's Defog. So I can't decide if I want a Hydro Pump or I just want a Volt Switch. I guess Hydro Pump's extremely free here because anything else I can just Volt Switch out on the next turn. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. He could be like sub. And I need to remember that this Ho-Oh does have Regenerator, so it can heal up every time it switches out. So he's just gonna go for Recover. So you actually ate that pretty well, so you're at like 60%. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to offensively pressure you here. I mean, I do have Rayquaza with Rock Slide here that I can go into pretty freely. Yeah, I didn't have much of another play, but I get to see your designated switch into this Mon is. And like, it's not gonna hit anything super hard, but this is nice enough damage. You know, just try to figure out what his switching to everything is. Brave Robber, that is the Rodriguez. So that actually does like 20%. And we see the leftovers. So I'm gonna go into P2. I don't think he would Toxic here. So the only way he can touch me is with like Body Press. But I'm feeling pretty good here. I figured out what a lot of his sets are. I've gotten damage off of that Umbreon, off of that Stormy. That Ho is pretty much back to full because of Regenerator. Just don't click Toxic here. Clicks Willow. That is perfect, actually. Because now he's not able to Toxic me with anything. Imagine if I would have set up, though. I mean, it's not like I killed, so it's fine. It's not like I wasted an opportunity, but I'm just gonna sub. He could be afraid of a Shadow Ball. He could try to knock me off here. He does have a whole Umbreon for this thing. I don't know if he would run Body Press. It would make sense, but I don't know if he would. So he's just gonna Hard Switch out into his Hoops, that is the Umbreon. But now I have a sub. And he cannot break this sub. And I can just try attack. And since I've already Toxiced him, I don't... Because before this battle, I was afraid. I wanted to know if, if I Toxic something, does it go through my sub with a Synchronize? And it does, so it's very helpful knowing I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to recover up here. So... I'm sub recover, Toxic, Tri Attack, can't touch Rodriguez, but he also can't really touch me. So he's gonna go for Snarl. That's actually kind of cool. So while I'm behind the sub, he can't break it, but he's able to, get me low enough, like Special Tech, where he can come in and set up with something later on. And I'm not going to be doing much to him, but if he doesn't have Heal Bell, I'm just going to be able to 1v1 this Mon, which is all I need, because this is one of his best ways of stopping my Rayquaza sweep. That was a crit. That crit does suck, but at the end of the day, he knows the way. This is the game we play. But like the only Mon I'm scared of like setting up on this is like a Garchomp with like SD, what's it called? SD, I can't think of what the move's called. Scale Shot. That's like the only move I'm afraid of. But if I can Toxic that's fine. So I'm just gonna try attack here. He does have a Wish going up, but that's fine. But this Mon is so incredibly weak that my Rayquaza just doesn't care. He's gonna go into Ho-Oh. He's gonna take like a 10% from this. Do I get any status effects? I do get a paralysis. Paralysis. But that means I can no longer toxic this, which is very unfortunate. It means I cannot 1v1 this Mon because of his recover. So I'm just gonna heal up. And then probably switch out into Rotom. Because I was gonna say one of my faster, but then I realized he's paralyzed. I still have... Do I just go out into Rotom here? I might as well just get a little bit of damage off. Maybe get a crit. I got another crit. I am hacking this man out, and I feel bad. He's such a nice dude. He does have the Sacred Fire. So I'm gonna go out into my Run and Wash. And I get another pretty free Volt Switch. He wouldn't sack off his Garchomp because that's most likely his win comp, either that or Cortana. So he's gonna go for that Sacred Fire. Let's see how much this does. 148 to 112. I did 36, so it shows me he's at least offensively invested. I don't know how much, but he at least has some. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch out. He can stay in. But I'm just gonna go in and Nidoking. Because if anything, he's just gonna stay in and recover. Actually, I'm gonna go into Rayquaza. Because you're gonna stay in and recover here. You're not gonna attack. Clicks that recover. So I'm just gonna Dragon Dance up. Gotta message Leo back right now. So he's probably gonna go out into, yeah, his Umbreon. That's fine. So I'm just gonna Dragon Dance up. How much does he do with... I guess we don't know if he has Foul Play or not. I actually do live Foul Play no matter what. How do I kill Cortana at +2? I kill at +1. Do I live Foul Play at +2? There's no way. So I'm just gonna Dragon Claw here. Just kill this Mon off. So Rayquaza gets the first kill of the match. Rayquaza kills Ho-Oh. Not Ho-Oh. Umbreon. Brave Hopper, that is the top of Vegas. Do I two-shot this Mon? I do, but I don't want to risk that. When I have Porygon 2 right here. I just need some more chip damage off on this Mon, and then I can set up the +2 on it. Helix Willow again, that's, you know, perfectly fine. I also kind of want to get in my Cinderace at some point and just start spamming the Pyro Ball. I'm just going to Toxic here. Yeah, so that's perfect. So he is now Toxic. So what's he going to click? Clicks Body Press. So that's totally fine, because I can stall him out of these body presses. And now that you're Toxic, you just don't 1v1 me. But I am forced to recover up here. so I can stay healthy and, you know, stay out of range of Garchomp, Starmie, Kartana, Ho-Oh. So you are going to hard switch out into your... That's Ho-Oh. I'm just going to go ahead and Rotom again. He can always make a double into Kartana at any point, but I do have a Registeel that kind of just hardballs it, and a Cinderace that outspeeds it, so the only way he would, you know, 1v1 my team is if he's SC with the speed boosting, but then he's not hitting as hard as he needs to. So does he make the double? He does not. So I'm just going to Volt Switch out. Or I could just Hydro. Actually, Pain Split is extremely free here. Because he has such a high HP stat. And he has base 106 HP. So... yeah, like, he has a base 106 HP, so no matter what, I'm healing up a lot here. So even though I'm toxic, I'm gonna heal a lot. And he gets paralyzed. So did we just see leftovers on him, or am I just blind? So I'm just gonna Hydro Pump here. Because if he brings in the Coptic Weakness, that's amazing. Nope, he's just gonna stay in and take it. Does he stay in and recover? He does. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch out into Rayquaza. I wish I was keeping track of how many recovers he has left, or how many he's used, but I did not. So I'm gonna Volt Switch out just because I'm taking lots of toxic damage. So I just get to go back out into Rayquaza here. It's really just no drawback. And he knows I'm willing to click Hydro Pump on him. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch out. Go into Rayquaza. There's no way he clicks Sacred Fire here. If he clicks Sacred Fire here, he's just a god. He does. He does not get the burn, so I can just set up. So I can just... if he goes into top of this, how much should I do to him if I'm +2? He has the chance to be in range because he would lose 18%. It's just not worth it. He's at 94. Like, Dragon Ascent has a chance. I mean, if I'm at neutral, how much do I do to Kartana? I do quite a bit. And Garchomp, yeah, I just can't risk it. I'm just gonna go into Porygon 2. I need to get my Nidoqueen in and just start getting damage off. Start wall breaking a little bit. I need to get my rocks back up. And he clicks the Willow. I think next time I might just stay in, predicting him to click like Body Press. So he's at 88%. I'm gonna sub. So at least if I can, you know, force him to stay in a quick Body Press, I'm forcing him to take more toxic damage and get whittled down for my Rayquaza. That's at least how I'm seeing this. I'm kind of wishing I brought sticky webs, so I only had to get to +1 with my... What's it called? I would only have to get to +1 with my Rayquaza because I would outspeed everything, because they'd all be slower because of sticky web. I'm just going to try attack here. This one is insanely frail. Like Sacred Sword. I should do 40 to 42. And Sacred Sword does not kill me unless he's choice banned, or, you know, like an offensive item. Does Registeel live too? It does not. I kind of want to keep this one around. Registeel's my most, like, least useful member. Because if he Scarf, my Cinderace should still live a +1 Sacred Sword. 139-0. Yikes. So he's definitely an offensive item. Cortana kills. Cortana kills, what's it called? As Rayquaza actually... Rayquaza does live this. Cortana kills... Registeel. I mean, I have no reason not just to click Pyro Ball. I kind of just want to click High Jump Kick. I mean, I have no reason I just click Pyro Ball. I don't want to risk a miss. He's gonna switch out, which is nice, and goes out into Shark Boy. I want to see what kind of, like, how much he takes. He took a decent bit. That was like 25%. So I'm just gonna go hard out into Rotom here. I really just need to force in that Ho-Oh at some point. Kind of wish I clicked High Jump Kick, but you know, it was just too risky. Clicks Dragon Claw. 105 to 62. So I did 43. So he's not very offensively invested. I'm just gonna Pain Split up here. You're gonna go into like Kartama. That is killer. I love that the mon that I have to check you, you're trying to check me with. So you're down to like 50%. So I kind of just want to kill this thing, but I also want to keep it around for my Rayquaza to set up on. I'm going to click Hydro Pump. Maybe I get like a higher roll. Maybe I get a crit. So I should have just Volt Switched down into like Nidoqueen. Because I do want to keep this around. The Cofagrigus is getting weakened. It's lower than I had it. It's at like 80% or around there, 85. But you're dead. So Rotomosh kills. Rotomosh kills Ho-Oh. But now my check to Garchomp, my check to Starmie's weakened. He's gonna bring in Paper Cut. I'm forced to go into Porygon 2. That's pretty much my least useful member. I'm pretty sure this thing's like choice banned. So this thing's got Kartana. That did. Yeah, he has to be choice banned. Kartana kills P2. So Rayquaza. I'm just gonna go into this. If you're not banned and I've just been misplaying, good for you. So I'm gonna try to set up here. I'm gonna Dragon Dance up. +1 Leaf Blade only does 21 to 25. Goes into Great Robber. I'm gonna Dragon Dance up twice. I have the Lumberry just for this. You're going to be... You're at like 90%. So at least after this next one, you should at least be in range. Dragon Ascent. So now I'm at +2/+2. I should outspeed everything on your team. You missed. I am Lumberry, but that doesn't make this any less unfortunate. But I will take that. Because that just helps me put you in range of everything. The only problem is if you're like tripping, but you would have picked that a long time ago. And this isn't a very tripping-oriented team. But I am Lumberry just for this scenario. Dragon Ascent 100% kills you from here. Now you're going to be extremely weakened. Yeah, there's just no way you win at this point. Dragon Ascent kills everything. Like, even Garchomp doesn't appreciate Dragon Ascent. Rayquaza kills Calvagigas. Now all you have left is Starmie, Kartana, and Garchomp. And none of those should appreciate Dragon Ascent. Yeah, Garchomp dies. So I'm just Dragon Ascending up here. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's what I'm doing. I could have clicked Dragon Ball, but I was afraid, you know, maybe like a Bomb Berry. Kills Calvagigas, Garchomp. So he was Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, so he was pretty physically defensive. So yeah, even if he was max HP, max defense, he had an 87% chance to one-hit KO. But now I just need to click Dragon Ascent and win. So I'm really starting to pull back this season. I just need to keep winning. Because now I'm going to be 3-3. I believe it only 2 of my mons died. So I'm going to be 3-3 +6, which puts me back into 8th place. So I could still get knocked out of playoffs. Like, I still could not be in playoff contention, but I can win my last 4 games and easily make it. So we're going to get this Dragon Ascent off and we're going to win the game. I think we played very well here. I was very comfortable with this team, and I knew going in what my game plan was. You know, get that Calvagigas weekend, you know, get that Underground weekend, which we did early on, which is super useful, and just try to find a time to set up properly. Sure, this Rayquaza could really shine. I didn't like Rayquaza much at the beginning of the season, but after these past 2 weeks, I'm really starting to enjoy it because I'm super comfortable with it now. It's just super frail. But if you know how to get it set up and know how to use it properly, it's very good and very terrifying. So GG to Mario B. Go check him out. He makes great content. Great dude. Nice dude. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.